In a valley where peacocks were born to be seen, there lived one who spent his whole life getting ready. His name was Nova. Deep blue, vivid green, every feather exactly as it should be. The most beautiful peacock in the entire valley. But Nova never knew this. He never let himself. Every year, the valley held a great gathering. All the peacocks displayed, the peahens chose. It was the only moment that mattered. And every year, Nova prepared. For 3 months before each gathering, he ate almost nothing, convinced his feathers would look fuller, brighter, more vivid on a lighter body. He walked only certain paths to perfect his posture. He avoided the afternoon sun to protect his tail from fading. He watched every other peacock closely, measuring, comparing, finding every flaw between himself and perfect. 3 years, 3 gatherings, 3 times he reached the valley's edge, felt the weight of 1,000 imaginary eyes, and turned back. Each time, the same 2 words: not ready, not yet. The opinion of others had built a prison around him, and he had handed them the bricks. An old owl had watched all of this from the same branch for 3 years. He said nothing, just watched. Until one evening, 6 weeks before the 4th gathering, he flew down and landed directly in Nova's path. "What are you preparing for, Nova?" Nova looked up. "To be chosen, to be seen." The owl sighed. "You have not eaten a full meal in 2 months. You have not spoken to a single peahen in a year." The peacock who won the last 2 gatherings had scars. One had a bent tail feather. Neither of them waited until they were perfect. They just showed up. You are so focused on being seen that you have become invisible to everything that matters. Nova said nothing. But the next morning, for the first time in 3 years, he walked to the gathering. He was weaker than he had ever been, his feathers duller from months of near starvation. His legs trembled slightly as he walked into the center of the valley. He opened his tail and collapsed. Every peahen in the valley rushed toward him, not because of his feathers, because he fell. One peahen knelt beside him and said quietly, "Nova, we have been waiting 3 years for you to show up." The old owl landed beside him and said softly, "They were never watching you, Nova. They were waiting for you. You were already chosen. You were just too busy being perfect to show up." In psychology, this is called the spotlight effect. We assume everyone is watching us, judging our appearance, counting our flaws. So we over-prepare, over-edit, and shrink ourselves for an audience that exists only in our minds. But nobody is studying your flaws. They are just living their lives fully without you. Nova's collapse was the most beautiful thing the valley had ever seen, not because it was flawless, but because it was real. The only life you will regret is the one you spent preparing for instead of living. Stop waiting for perfect. Show up broken. Show up messy. Just show up. If this lesson hit home, tap like and subscribe to join us. Thank you for watching.